Scoopy Gang. Welcome to the new week. And I'm your host, TJ. And we have no co host. That's very odd. So I think from now on, we'll be switching on hosts, and I'll be your full time host. Lee is continuing his journey. Not sure when he's going to be back, and we'll switch it on. We'll be spontaneous with hosts and with guests, and this is going to be Scoopy Gang, and you are the Scoopy Gang. I'm just your host and giving information outside. That's what I can say, I think. And we have Mark, the funny man. Marko.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Call me Mark, man. Call me anything.
Yeah. Marko, the funny man, the Bali metaverse. Oh man, I really enjoyed the one with the raining video. I was actually, it's a rainy season, and I was sitting in my room and trying to order Gojek, and all I hear is like, nobody comes on, nobody picks it up. And I'm like, how in the hell should I eat my food? I can't get out, and Gojek don't pick up. So how can I eat? I can't cook. and it's so relatable, the video you made. The Gojek driver goes over the ocean to get the food and give it to you. I mean, I absolutely support those guys who's doing that in the rain, because you gotta be wet all the time and driving around, and it's not safe to drive on the wet roads.
Of course.
But for you to make the video, you should be thinking beyond, brother.
Yeah, man. I just feel like it's something that everybody can relate to.
Yeah.
And I feel like Gojek drivers are the heroes of Bali, definitely, man. I wanted to make a tribute to them because they're all legends. Yeah.
So, have you ever been on a Gojek?
On the back of a Gojek?
Yeah.
I have, man. I have. When I actually first came to Bali, I didn't even drive a scooter at that time because I had an accident in Thailand a few years before.
Really?
So I had a bicycle. 2016.
You have a bicycle?
Riding around Canggu on a bicycle.
But 2016, you can freely ride around Canggu.
It was chill, man.
Yeah.
It was a lot more chill than what it is now.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was a bit stupid. I had a meeting at like 2 p.m. I'd be cycling. I'd turn up sweating my tits off, absolutely drenched, turn up to meetings, you know. It wasn't the best idea. And sometimes I get Gojeks to take me places instead. But eventually I got my own scooter, and I don't use the Gojek taxis anymore.
So did you take scooter lessons?
No, I just jumped on, man. I just jumped on. I had a bit of fear because, I had an accident in Thailand on like the first day I ever rented a scooter.
So what happened?
Well, we got to Thailand, me and 2 friends, 2014, and we were thinking, we don't have insurance. We see a lot of things in the news about people falling off scooters. Let's not get scooters. So on the first night, we all go out. We wake up in the morning, one of my friends is missing. We're like, where the hell is he? Then we hear this rum, rum, rum outside the hostel.
He got the scooter.
Our friend turned up. He'd been out all night. He turned up with a scooter, still drunk. And we were like, oh, I guess we're going to have to get scooters too. We got scooters. We went for a drive to this like ancient city of Sukhothai to visit these temples. And on the way there, we were on a straight road pretty much. And my friend in front of me, he just collapsed. He just fell off the scooter.
Just fell, that's it.
There was no problem, no hazard or anything. It was just, there might have been a slight corner, but he just went down.
Did he fell asleep or what?
I don't know, maybe. To this day, we don't know. And because he fell and I was behind him, either I didn't want to run him over or I just kind of copied off him, but I also just like went down and we both just like totaled and wrecked our knees, our arms, everything, like on the first day of the trip.
That much of damage just falling off? Huh?
Yeah.
Really?
We were going pretty fast, man. Well, not super fast, but fast enough to get like road rash all over our skin and stuff, man.
No, good. You don't have any scratches? Huh?
Yeah, it's healed up pretty well, man. For the rest of the trip, though, I was like in bandages. I looked like an Egyptian mummy, both of us, At night, we were just in bed moaning because wherever we laid, it'd be in pain.
Yeah.
So it was tough, but we got a lot of sympathy from people. A lot of girls gave us sympathy.
Yeah.
One old bad man.
One way to get girls, huh?
Yeah, well, if anyone's wanting to do it, man, any young bachelors out there, I'm taken. But maybe you want to find some bandages and walk around Canggu, get some crutches, man.
Yeah.
You'll get some sympathy, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not easy way to get a girl.
No. Have you ever fallen off your motorbike?
I've been driving for 15 years, 15 or 16 years.
Oh, so you drive the motorbike, not just the...
Not now, but I used to.
Okay.
So I grew up I was born in India. I was riding bikes when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
How old, man?
I was 10 probably, 10 or 11.
Nice.
I was crashing. I take my father's bike out, I take it back and put it back. And he comes back home and he sees the bike with the damage on it. He's like, who did it? Who else did it? My mom doesn't drive a bike. And my sister doesn't. She was a tiny little kid. And he comes back home and he gives me some beating for it. So that's when I started. I went to US to bachelor's and I bought a motorcycle there. I have a Harley Davidson. But I'm a crazy person. I don't wear helmet.
No?
No, I don't wear
In
helmet.
the US, you had
the
to wear
US.
one, though, yeah?
No, in the US, the rules are that it's your life first.
For real?
Yeah. So when you get the license, first 6 months, you have to wear one. And after that, it's your choice.
Is that every state or a specific state?
Some states still it's not, they fine you for it.
Yeah.
But not all of them.
way.
So I lived in Texas. You don't need to wear a helmet there. And I lived in Columbus, where I got the license, which you're supposed to wear for 6 months. And after that, it's your choice. So I haven't wore one. I wore one for first few months, and then after that, it felt like suffocating to me.
But you could get like a cool helmet or something like that. You
I mean,
see
I
some
did.
These,
I
these
think
bikers, the Harley dudes, they actually wear some like German
I'm
army
not
style.
like they're like
No?
motorcycle gang or something.
That's what I was imagining, man. Sons of Anarchy, enjoying the Sons of Anarchy. No?
I'm like a solo loner,
Okay, lone rider, easy rider.
Lone rider. I do it my own.
Did you have the one with the high handlebars?
Bro,
No?
see, that's where you go. I'm like a cafe rider,
Okay.
It's like more like a classical. I don't know how to. Roadster, Sportster.
I'm not that clued up,
Yeah,
man.
it's like 1200 cc.
Okay,
It's like
that's
it
powerful.
goes like four.
And then
4
max
seconds.
is what, 150? A
150.
Scoopy's what?
Scoopy is what? Probably 100. I don't know,
You should know,
120.
man. This is a Scoopy gang, man.
See, this is where you get me.
I was gonna say, so it's a Scoopy gang, but do you even drive a Scoopy?
I used to.
Oh, you used to.
That's where the name came from.
Of course, yeah.
But when I sit on a Scoopy, I feel like I'm sitting on. You see, a kid sit on like a small kid's bike.
Yeah.
That's how it looks like.
Yeah.
Because
man.
I have tall legs and I feel like I can easily let it go. But the thing is, like, it struggles. The Scoopy actually drives pretty same fast as ADV or like NMAX.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you can hear the struggle of going
Up the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Phuket, my MX was getting fixed, and I had a click.
Yeah.
But like a 150 click.
Yeah.
And I had it for like a few weeks, and clicks are pretty small and a little bit girly.
Yeah.
But man, it was black. It looked like a stealth jet.
Yeah.
And it's fast, man, because it's so light and it's 150.
But I think Scoopy's our vehicles are very different in Thailand compared to Bali. Because
right.
here the roads are very tiny
Mm.
and you should not go that speed.
Yeah.
And also I see when I went to Thailand a few weeks ago, I seen a ADV 360. 360, bro. I haven't seen ADV here. It's more 160 is the max.
Yeah.
The new ones are 160.
Yeah.
And that is it. And I went to Thailand. I was like, what the fuck was that? That's 360. And the reason in Thailand, the roads are very wider.
Oh, yeah. Massive.
And the roads are like, I felt like I was in US, the roads wise.
Was you driving in Phuket or?
No, I didn't drive in Thailand. I only been there for a week and I didn't rent anything. We were just walking everywhere.
Yeah.
Or taking a tuk-tuk, or
Yeah,
taxi.
yeah. But if you want to drive, like you said, it's much easier.
But
Like
I
in
feel like
Phuket.
it's more like a US driving a motorcycle. It's very dangerous compared to here.
There's a lot of pickup trucks. Everyone in Thailand drives pickup trucks.
Yeah.
Big
Imagine
cars.
they just hit you, you're gone. Here, if you fall off, you'll get off with scratches.
Yeah.
It's like 70% of the time you'll get off with the scratches, unless until you like fall onto a rock and
Yeah.
hit your head.
Yeah, man.
That's why you need to wear a helmet here.
Well, yeah, but you never wear one, right?
I'm wearing helmet
Oh,
here.
you do it here, yeah. We
Here.
abide by the laws in Bali.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
good
yeah.
people, yeah.
Yeah,
of
here
course.
you need to follow the rules.
Yeah, well, it's the law, man. It's
Yeah.
not America, is it,
Yeah,
man?
it's not US.
No. We can't go
because-
to Pepito and buy an automatic rifle or
Yeah.
like you can do in Walmart in the
Yeah,
US,
yeah.
you know?
So that was it because in US if you fall off you die because the cars on the freeway were like going 70 miles 65 miles at least an hour and they hit you and you fall off, some car will go over you or you hit your head very fast and it's 90% you'll die if you fall off on the freeway because the cars are continuously going on the freeway, nobody sees you, and the mirrors it's hard to see when a motorcycle driving in between cars, and so it blocks the vision of a driver, so it's hard to see.
Have you seen them helmets that are like have airbags? So when you crash, it like blows up and like inflates all around to give you more protection.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, man, some crazy stuff.
I
That'd
think
be
that's
cool.
what we need to buy here.
Yeah, definitely. Imagine that. It's like the emergency raft you get in a aeroplane when it goes into the water. It's like that, but all around your head. Yeah.
So you live in Thailand?
Well, I've spent most of the last 7 years in Bali, and then probably like 60-40 Bali, Thailand.
60-40.
Yeah, I think so. In the past few years, more in Thailand with Corona and everything. But I can't really decide between the two. And it's perfect that the seasons are alternate. So when rainy season starts here, the dry season starts in Thailand. So it's perfect to switch up. I'm English. I hate the rain. The rain is my eternal enemy,
Yeah,
so I'll
because
just do
it's
anything
always
to avoid
raining
it.
in England,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Always raining, always grey, always cloudy. But when you do get that one day or that few days when it is sunny, it's the best place ever, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you like differences between Thailand and Bali?
I mean, Thailand's huge, right, compared to Bali.
Yeah.
Bali's cool that it's one island, and within the island you can drive an hour from the coast and be a volcanic region, or you can be in like more of a jungly rice field region. So it has so many different areas in a small island, whereas Thailand, if you want to have different kind of vibes, you have to go from Phuket and get a flight all the way to the north in Chiang Mai. So Bali's a lot more concentrated. Thailand food for me is some of the best food in the world. I love Thai food. Do you like Thai food? Like you're Indian, you like spicy food?
Have you had Indian food?
Of course, I'm English, man. Our national dish is curry, man, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, the population of Indian people in the UK is huge. And
Really?
it's just a common thing. Everyone goes for a curry all the time, man. Like, yeah.
But
English
Thai curry
food's bland.
Thai curry is really nice.
Thai curry, yeah, Thai green curry.
I had like tom yum soup or some like
Tom yum, hot and sour soup.
yeah, it's like I forgot the name of it. Somebody I posted it. I had 2 bowls. I was in food coma after that. I was like, oh, bro, Lee, I'm going home.
Man, you can have like 17 meals in Thailand in a day because the food's so nice. You just keep going back for more.
Yeah.
And because marijuana is legal there now,
Yeah.
so if you smoke some of the grass and then you go out to a beautiful food market, you can't stop yourself, man.
Yeah.
You just eat like
Shit
10,000
ton,
calories in an hour or something like that. Yeah, I love it. And that's another reason I love Thailand, because they've recently legalized marijuana.
Yeah.
And for me, I prefer that than alcohol. So yeah, it's got the best food, some of the best beaches, some of the best people, and you can smoke there now too. So it's kind of unfair on everywhere else in the world that it's so good.
I kind of disagree on the best people thing.
Oh, really?
Except that part, I was okay with everything else.
Yeah, the local people?
I had like a couple of bad experiences there.
With,
I mean,
like,
not bad.
drivers?
It's like, tuk-tuk drivers.
Yeah.
They're very crazy, bro.
They are.
They're crazy and they're rude.
They are, man.
Yeah.
It's like some mafia kind of thing going on with
Yeah.
them, I think. Yeah. I think they're all kind of stressed because Grab has kind of taken all their jobs.
Yeah.
And all these apps.
But
So-
I would say taxi is more cheaper too, because I tried to get a Grab from airport to Koh San Road, and it was like 350 baht or something.
Yeah.
Then we couldn't get the Grab. For some reason, they asked for a facial verification,
Okay.
and it was dark, and I couldn't. And you can't get this face on it, you know.
They just see your teeth, yeah?
Exactly. And then we took a taxi. You have to pay whatever the amount of the meter amount plus 50 baht.
Uh-huh.
So we paid like 300.
Okay.
So it's cheaper to get a taxi than a Grab.
Yeah, definitely. I think Bangkok and Chiang Mai are considerably cheaper than Phuket.
Yeah.
Phuket is its own kind of economic zone in a way. Rent's more expensive, bikes, food, taxis are more expensive than the UK in Phuket, just to drive like 10 minutes down the road. But did you go to Chiang Mai while you were there? Yeah, Chiang Mai is such a chill city.
You don't need to
Super
drive that
cheap.
much in Chiang Mai because if
No.
you're in the inner city, you can just walk around it.
It's simple. It's like a square, right?
Yeah, it's like a round circle.
Yeah.
And you can walk around temples and you can walk around the lake or
Yeah,
river.
I'm not a city guy, but if I was going to live in a city, it'd be Chiang Mai. I spent like a few months there, like a few years ago, and I was there like in February. And yeah, I fell in love with it again, man. It's so
But
chill.
do you miss beaches there?
I mean, I'm in Canggu. I've
Yeah.
been back in Canggu for like 2.5 weeks, maybe 3 weeks now. I've been to the beach once, man. But the thing is, I mean, you don't really go swimming in Canggu's beach,
Yeah,
right?
no.
In Thailand, in Phuket, you can go swimming. But when you live somewhere where there is a beach, I feel like a lot of the time you don't even take advantage of it. You go a few times and then you're just like, I can't be bothered. Get sand everywhere, you know, jellyfish and shit like that. So for me, I love the mountains. I love the scenery, Chiang Mai, like the nature.
Yeah.
It's burning season there now,
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So the air was really
Everybody's
toxic.
wearing masks.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys are living in different world, bro.
Yeah.
Because I feel like our pandemic is over and I still see people wearing masks. I'm like, I would never live like this.
No, true. But the air there is the worst air pollution in the world at the moment.
Really?
Really toxic.
I
It's
thought
like smoking.
India is the shittiest.
Nah, they're competing, man. Top of the chart. They're both trying to compete against each other. Like,
Because if you go to New Delhi and you can't even see anything in the morning
Yeah.
because just it's pollution. It's not fog. It's pollution.
are you from Delhi area originally?
No, I was born in south, more of south
Okay. Yeah.
town near, but
Is it bad there too, or is it more?
I
less
think
polluted?
it's better than all over the all over India.
Yeah.
But it's getting worse. It's all the traffic and all the pollution comes
Yeah,
from the
man.
traffic. But yeah, what made you travel?
What made me travel? So when I was telling you earlier about that first time I went to Thailand with my friends and fell off the scooter, it was 6 weeks, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, and it was the first time I felt like freedom and liberty and so chill. The whole lifestyle, the people, the culture, the food. After I got back to England, I knew that I had to make a plan to be able to go spend my life or be able to just go live freely in Southeast Asia and work out a way to make an income whilst on the road so I could perpetuate that life instead of working in the UK, saving money, going and spending it back to the UK. Like that's just a kind of cycle, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that trip just made me focus and crack on.
Yeah. So it's been 7 years.
So that was 2014. I got home. I had no job. I had nothing. Applying for loads of jobs. I had a degree in politics and I didn't want to be a politician or anything like that. So I applied for so many different jobs. I managed to get one in a bar. And then on the side, I was learning web design. I was doing graphic design. I was writing articles. Anything I could do to make some money and start like a little side hustle. After a while, though, I kind of realized it's so hard to make money writing articles, doing WordPress websites. I wasn't really passionate about it. So my friend offered me a job in a bank and it was really high paid. And I thought, okay,
Bank.
I'll do this. It was the guy who I went to Thailand with originally. I'll do this. It's a good opportunity. Can make a lot of money. Save up money, go to Thailand and just work it out from there, how to make more money. I got fired from the bank after 3 weeks for being terrible. It wasn't my thing at all, man. It wasn't my thing. I was so happy when I got fired, though. You know when people are really happy and they do that thing where they jump in the air and they click the heels together?
Oh, yeah.
I was like that, man, walking out.
Really?
Yeah, I was like so happy. I had to wear a suit every day and everything. Like, wasn't my cup of tea. So walking out of the bank, being fired and stood outside the bank thinking like, what do I want to do in my life? What am I actually passionate about? And I thought, okay, videos. I like documentaries. I like watching things like Vice and making weird shit, right? So I rang my friend who was doing a master's in journalism at a university and said, can you get your hands on a camera? Let's go make like a little mini documentary or something. We're like, yeah, sure, let's go. So in the north of Thailand, north of England, there was
You love Thailand, don't
oh
you?
man, Thailand, big up, love the ladyboys. There was a huge right-wing kind of EDL anti-Islam rally going on.
Yeah.
So me and my friend Hassan, who's Pakistani British,
Mm-hmm.
me and him went together to interview these anti-Islam dudes and these right-wing nut jobs, I guess,
Yeah.
who were protesting. And
Yeah.
pretty crazy for my friend Hassan to do that, man. He's got some big bollocks, like, you know,
Yeah.
these people who were against him. And we just interviewed them, and it was pretty funny because a lot of them were just really, really fucking dumb, right? Really, really stupid. Put together a little video and sent it out to a few different media organizations. One got back to me and were like, yeah, this is good, we want more. So we kept on making more, went to like a big park on 420 when everyone's blazing, interviewed loads of stoners, made a little mini documentary about vaping, sent that out to more media organizations. This was 2015. And then I got offered a job at a company called Unilad, if you've heard of it.
I heard Uniland.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I got offered a job there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't really want a job because I want to go to Asia, but this is a good opportunity, you know, to build a portfolio, to move forward with my life. They were just building a video team. Like, it's just, back then it was just kind of like a meme page posting funny videos. They were like, you want to come in for an interview in our office? I was like, you got an office? I thought you were like two dudes living in your mum's basement, like posting memes. But they had like a big office in Manchester and they were just building this video team. They were like, yeah, we want you to come on and build a video team for us. At this moment, man, I'd never even used a camera.
Yeah.
I'd never even shot anything myself. These documentaries we'd been making, I'd just been interviewing people and editing them. So I was like, shit, I had no money. I asked mum and dad, oh, can I borrow a little bit of money? I'll pay you back when I get my first salary. I need to buy a camera. So I got a camera, spent the next week before I started the job learning how to use it on YouTube, just staying up all night. Got the job, worked there for 6 months, ended up going like making documentaries about the refugee crisis, went to Calais to refugee camps, started working for Lad Bible after 6 months, went to like Boston, made things about mobsters. And after a year, I had enough money to buy a MacBook, enough money to like fall back on, and booked my flight to Asia. Thailand was rainy season at that time, so I thought, okay, I'll check out Bali. So I booked a flight to Bali and made an agreement with this hostel on Gili T that I'd go stay there, and in return for bed and breakfast, I'd have to like film some of their parties and like post on their social media. So I came straight into Bali, landed in Bali, slept over one night in a hostel, and went straight to Gili T and lived there for a month, man. Which was,
Gili Tea, bro.
yeah, Gili T, man. That was my first experience, man.
It's one of the places Ali asked me, like, would you stay in Gili Tea for a month? I was like, no.
Too crazy or what?
It's because people just come and go. They come
Yeah.
for 2 days, they come for 1 week, and they leave. And you're still going to be the only person stays there. And nowadays, I think it's pretty fast. People just come and go.
Yeah, a few days, man, like 2 or 3 days. Some
And they're not
people.
trying to make any relationship.
No.
They're just fun, you know?
But that's if you get to know the people who work in the hostels, the dive masters, people work in the bars, the local people, then you can like make a community and make friends with
Yeah.
people. That's the type of people I was friends with when I was there. But yeah, so many people just come and go.
Yeah.
But it was a crazy time, man. I was just like living off pop me noodles every night.
Pop me noodles.
Yeah. Sleeping in a dorm room with
Did
like.
you eat pop me noodles yesterday with Lawrence?
I did, man. I did. He forced me to eat them, man. He said, what did you give it out of 10? I was like, it doesn't taste that good, but I'm going to give it a 10 because they were there for me in Gili T, man. And then
Yeah.
first few months when I was struggling in Bali, man, like
Yeah.
they looked after me. Do you like pop me?
I never had.
You never had it?
I never had.
Oh, man.
I don't like noodles. I really don't like noodles
Really?
because I don't know. I always been the guy like who likes rice.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I'm Indian, you know.
Of course. Yeah.
But I know. And first of all, I don't know how to eat them.
Yeah, if you're on a date or something and you try have to eat like noodles or spaghetti, it can get quite embarrassing, man, when you've got them like hanging out your mouth and all over your face. Like, it's the one thing you
It
should never
seems like
get.
you've been on a date with pop made noodles.
Well, yesterday with Lawrence, man, got the camera on me. I'm trying to eat these noodles like a normal human being. I've got them hanging off my ear and shit, just going everywhere, man, stuck in my beard. Like, yeah, it's not the one, man. But
So-
I do like noodles. In Thailand, like pad thai, did you have that?
Oh no! Oh no! So I have to had a pad thai because we're taking a 2-day trek one night in the jungle,
Oh, yeah.
and they're providing the food.
Yeah.
So he pulled up to a one kind of warung, you call it here,
Mm-hmm.
right? So he pulled up, and all she does is like pad thai,
Yeah.
like vegetarian pad thai, and she gave us. I was like, "Do you have rice?" I don't think she understand. I had to ask her like few times.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, everybody's like, taste it, you're here, taste it, taste it. And I'm like, okay, I took one scoop of it and like, nope.
No? Didn't
I
like
was
it?
like, nope.
Oh, man.
No, they probably has best ones, but
Yeah.
whatever I had is not good.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
was like, oh no, this is not for me. Then she made fried rice kind of thing, and I ate that. Like,
Good.
I was hungry. I was like, okay, let me finish this.
Yeah, you've been trekking through the jungle, right?
Oh,
So
we
you're
did.
hungry,
Yeah, we did. It was really nice. I like trekking,
Mm.
but I kind of getting old. You know,
Same, man.
my knees are struggling.
Same.
I was like, okay, what do I do? And also, it was really fun trekking. Whatever the group we had, like a fun group,
Yeah.
we just trekked very fastly and get to a place top of a mountain where they had like one house, and we stayed for the night, and you sit in under the lights, and we had a bonfire,
Yeah.
and we chat shit, and I wanted to sleep under the stars. The guy who told me he's gonna pull up the bed outside the place, and he's like he left without saying goodbye. I was like, okay, he told me to move. He's gonna move the bed, and like, okay, whatever. So I slept in the normal bed,
Yeah.
and then we woke up. We came back to Chiang Mai, trekking back again,
Uh-huh.
and we did bamboo rafting.
Yeah, you
Bro,
finished with the
that-
bamboo rafting. That's what we did,
that-
man.
that-
Did you race each other?
We didn't race. Okay, the guy who's driving is like really good.
Yeah.
He was just moving through very fast. He was just hitting other people, making accidents. Lee is like, I'll see you on the other side, brother. Good to know you. He's like, I'm gonna die today. But at some point, I fell in the water.
Yeah.
With a water fight, we're water fighting with the people on the side, and they have like a big jugs. They're really ready. Lee's like, okay, get ready. Look at their balls. And I got on my knees and turned this side and trying to throw water.
Yeah.
And all I see the last minute is like so much water coming towards me, and I fell in the water. I was like, oh, here we go. We go
Yeah.
in now, and I hit my knees in. I was like, I don't know how to swim.
Oh, shit.
So everybody-
You have a life jacket?
No.
Oh, fuck, man.
Everybody I know, and you're not gonna fall in water. You're not gonna fall in water. Nobody falls in water. You just sit on it. I'm like, I did at the end, and I fell in water. All I hit my knees on the rocks, and I get up, and then water is only till here, until my knees.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm so glad.
Shit,
So I
man.
run through the board and got on board, and we went off. But that was the funniest moment for
Yeah.
me.
It's a great way to end the jungle trek,
Yeah.
innit, man? It's like
Yeah.
exhilarating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Did you go see elephants as well while you were there, or?
yeah, the elephant threw water on me. I was like, I got pissed off at the elephant.
What, it threw water? Yeah.
I was like, oh, why? No, I was not expecting it. I mean, I didn't get pissed off. I'm just
No,
saying it
no.
for a joke. But we got on the water. Everybody's throwing water at the elephant.
Yeah,
And I was like, it's just elephants. Nothing special to me.
True, yeah, you're Indian, right?
Yeah.
So you know all about elephants.
Yeah, I mean, like
guess.
animals are quite normal for us.
Okay.
Buffaloes, cows, goats, all the chickens.
Yeah.
So I was just standing, and the guy told something to elephant, and I took water and just threw it at me. I was like, where is this came from?
Motherfucker.
Nobody took a shot of that, but I was so like surprised by it. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
something. Then after that, the elephant threw it like 4 times again. I was like, we're fighting with elephant, and
Yeah.
I was throwing water at her, and I don't know, her or she or he or.
Cheeky bastard, man. You should have killed it and taken its ivory, man. Got some good money on the black market in China. The Chinese will pay a lot of money for that.
So how did you move on to this? This meme game. Like, they're really funny, by the way.
Cheers, man.
I mean, I don't know how you come up. I don't know how the people. I mean, you could be a serious person, but you can able to put that brain and think that people can see this as in a funny way. I'm not. I can't understand it myself because I don't think I'm that funny.
Right. Me neither, man. Me neither.
But I don't know how. But like when I see in your videos, they're really funny. I mean, how do you think of it?
It's just my brain, I guess, man. I mean, I grew up. I didn't go to high school that much. I mean, I did.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time I didn't go, and I just stay at home, watch South Park. I love South Park, man. I love Family Guy.
You don't like Family Guy?
I love Family Guy, man. Yeah. I love South Park is the one though, man. Social commentary, the way they just take the piss out of anything, everyone, nobody is safe, right? And they're pretty ballsy in the way that they take the piss out of people. And I feel like they put up a mirror to society and like mirror society back in a funny way and point out little funny stuff. So growing up when I watched that, I was like, this is some of the best stuff ever. And it really aligned with the way my brain works. And for me, I don't even have to really think of like these memes or something. I'll just be on the toilet taking a shit and I'll be like, oh yeah,
that's fine.
Make it, post it, man. You know, literal shit posting, you know? So yeah, it's just a bit of fun, man. And somehow my brain comes up with these ideas.
Yeah. Brain comes up. It's a brain part kind of
thing. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. And you know, maybe in Thailand when I'm smoking weed or something like that, maybe it makes me think in a different way.
Creative,
maybe the psychedelic drugs that I've taken in my youth, maybe that's changed my brain a little bit. But even before all that, I was making stupid videos when I was like 12, 13, 14. Just, I don't know, man. I find that life and, not life, but content in general on Instagram can be so boring. So boring. People post so much boring shit about their life, man. Yeah. Especially in Bali, boring videos.
This is one thing I wanted to ask you because you make sarcastic videos, right?
Yeah.
What do you think of the content creators just fucking faking it all the fucking time and trying to get comments? You know, I don't want to say names, but I wake up and all the people is just fucking commenting on shit that goes on here right now.
Like what?
I see the Brazilian guy hit someone on the water,
the
right?
surf dude,
Yeah. The guy who got hit probably go to police.
A girl, it was a girl,
Yeah. So girl and the boy, the couple, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So they go to police and complain it. They have it on video, show it to police, and they'll take care of it, right?
Yeah.
And that thing you should not be on the outside.
On the social media.
And now everybody started posting it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, for me, you give fun to people, they observe it like funnily. You give something serious to people, they observe it very well.
Yeah.
Anything you give, social media influences people.
Yeah.
That's why you call them influencers. The more you post hate shit, the more people become hate people.
True, man.
So now they're like posting it and saying it, and I wake up in the morning. All I see, I go to toilet, use my phone. I want to see some funny shit before I got on with my day.
Yeah.
That day I just woke up and I saw this person commenting on this thing very seriously. I'm like, bro, chill the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see this wake up into morning. The social media is supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be communicative to people. The reason they invented social media to, like, it's easier to communicate between people and it's easier to get on. And sometimes life gets serious. Where you go? Get on social media, watch the funny memes.
Okay, yeah.
And be happy, you know?
Yeah.
But all I see these days is hate.
I agree, man. You know, there are instances where people have done something wrong, and because of social media, it's been made right, or somebody's been called out for some bad stuff. And me personally, when somebody does something like that, something really bad, I always try, instead of spreading hate, I try and turn it into something funny, try and turn it into a meme. And I think we should all try and do that. Instead of we witness something, it might piss us off, but we've got to then do some mental gymnastics to think about it from a funny perspective or share it, but in a way which will make somebody not get super angry, but maybe laugh and understand the message and share it in a funny way. I think that's what I'm trying to do anyway, man.
Yeah. I don't know where all this is going, but I feel
Do you feel like it's getting more and more, the hate?
Sorry?
Do you think the hate's like growing and growing with social media?
Because human emotions can able to affect the people figure it out how to get comments.
Yeah.
How to get comments, how to get views.
Well, we live in an outrage economy.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're a social media creator, if you're going to post something that's going to create huge outrage, you're going to get a lot of engagement. And you'll see Russell Brand these days. I don't know if you're familiar with his
Russell
work.
Brand,
yeah. So, you know, I do respect him. I think he's a clever guy. But it's so interesting seeing his journey as a content creator, because now he's moved into this outrage space, and he's very pandering to like
conspiracies.
He's just pandering to right-wing people who like to get outraged. Yeah. All his video titles now are like, "You won't believe what they've done. Listen to this, it'll blow your mind," or "You won't believe what's happened now." And it's all geared towards people who want to kind of absorb this feeling of being angry and like ranting and raving. And really, you know, I used to love him because he used to raise important issues, but use comedy as a way to kind of cut through that anger and that hateful. But now it's just like outrage porn. And due to the algorithms, I think that's the way things are going. Same with Twitter. It's why people like Andrew Tate, you know, he knows that the more outrage he causes, the more famous he's going to get. Yeah. So it's a tactic, really.
But do you think people are also contributing to this? Instead of watching good stuff, they're getting towards, oh, I need to watch some kind of shit show and commenting on it?
I think people are just react to whatever the algorithm feeds them. So maybe people are to blame who are going to find this kind of content, but a lot of the time it's whatever the algorithm is serving them, right? Yeah. You know, I've got friends who I said to them, "Oh yeah, TikTok's really funny. Get on TikTok, man. Like all I see on my TikTok feed is funny stuff." And one of my friends went on TikTok. He was like, "What do you mean, man? All I see is conspiracy stuff." And it's everyone's perspective and everyone's experience of content can be different. Yeah. Depending on what you engage with, depending on what you comment with. You got to make the algorithm your little bitch, man. You got to tell it what you want to see, right? Yeah. Every time you see something that pisses you off, unfollow, hide. I don't want to see this anymore. You can click that.
But that's the thing with Twitter now. Elon Musk said if you hate something, you'll see more hate.
So
that's what he said recently. Algorithm, they're trying to pull up. If you comment on somebody trying to hate the person, you'll see more of that. So that's what he said. I'm like, oh, this is no good.
It's all about getting emotion out of people, right? It's all about triggering an emotion.
It's like getting comments, getting views. This is all the focus right now. It's not like spreading the right message to people.
Definitely, man. Yeah. Definitely. It's just generating hate, generating emotion. It's like an emotion economy. It's a bit strange, and it gets to the point where it's all like a psychological analysis of how can we get this emotion out of people. And as a filmmaker and as a creator, what I do is I create emotional experiences for people, whether it's a documentary, whether it's a comedy video, and I used to be a DJ, I was like planning a set, and it's all about taking people on a journey. My idea has never been to outrage people though. It's always to make people laugh or to make people feel happy. The documentaries I've told, some of them have some bad stories where somebody's done something wrong. But my plan and my strategy has always been to end it on a happy note. I want to show that no matter what comes people's way, no matter what challenges people face, I want to show that humanity strives to overcome these challenges. And in the end, they always, you know, have the tenacity and the bravery to overcome this, rather than just being like, this situation's really bad, look how terrible this is. It's all about showing that there's people trying to change the situation and I put a positive spin on it.
Yeah. So I seen the recent trolling you're getting now.
Yeah,
so
man.
What's going on? I mean, what's going on?
So the Dalai Lama video of him surfaced a few days ago. Yeah. Of him asking to kiss a little boy, which, you know, isn't that strange. I mean, you know, a lot of cultures kiss each other on the lips, whatever. maybe some people do find that strange. Then he put out his tongue and said, "Now suck my tongue," and the kid sucked his tongue. And this blew up everywhere.
He did really suck this
Have
tongue.
you not seen it?
No, no. See, this is the things I like to stay away from.
Okay.
I don't follow. See, for me, I like to keep it very simple.
Okay.
I don't follow everybody.
Yeah.
I don't watch other people's stuff.
Okay.
I don't like to. I never seen a podcast in my life.
Really?
Nope.
Just a Scoopy Gang podcast.
Just not even mine. So I mean, for me, it's just whatever I think is right,
Okay.
or whatever the morals I got taught by my family, I see in the people. I like to talk to people normally.
Yeah.
Rather watch something and react to it. I
Okay.
don't like to do that. That's why I don't like to see those myself, because I don't think it's good.
Okay.
I watch funny video because it's funny.
Yeah.
People ask me, why do you watch all the time Seinfeld?
Okay. Yeah.
Because it doesn't make me react to anything. All I sit there is chill, watch some funny stuff.
Yeah, man.
Don't react to
I
it.
agree.
I do
man.
not put my emotional to something I'm watching.
Yeah. You're just
Emo- I-
smiling, right?
Life is already emotional, emotional enough to go through it.
Yeah.
You should not. If I'm watching something, for me, intent purpose is to fun,
Yeah.
nothing else.
Yeah.
If I knowledge, it will come eventually talking to people. So all I heard is that he said to someone, suck his tongue.
So he was doing a speech and he had a boy sat on his lap. He said to the boy, "Now give me a kiss." The boy kisses on his lips, and the boy's about 9, 10 years old, maybe younger. And then he sticks his tongue out and says, "Now suck my tongue." And the boy goes and sucks his tongue and holds it for like 2 or 3 seconds.
So that is not normal. No, I don't think so.
So that is my reaction. That's the reaction of the majority of people around the world. I posted this video, and what I do is I document the world, whether it's through documentaries, through memes, through having a laugh, through writing. So I published the video, and then what I like to do is take a spin on things that happen in the world, a bit like South Park, right? So I made several memes about how like the Pope's so upset that he's not the biggest paedophile in the world now.
Yeah.
And like the next time the Dalai Lama goes to a Catholic church and they're all clapping him and stuff like that. And then, recently with Trump being arrested, there was like a lot of AI generated images going around of Trump being arrested. So I thought I'd be interested to see AI create a story of the Dalai Lama being arrested. So I made about 10 different photos of like a story of the Dalai Lama, going from him to like him chilling with the Pope, going to the Vatican. He was actually kissing the Pope. And then it ends with him being arrested and behind bars. And AI generated this. I just typed in the prompts, I shared that. And I'm not sharing it to trigger people. I honestly didn't think this would trigger anyone.
Yeah.
The one thing that I make that I didn't think would piss anyone off, because they all seen this guy ask a kid to suck his tongue. Man, I've got like hundreds of death threats now. Death threats like from Tibetan people, exiled Tibetan people. They're going crazy, man. They're saying they're going to stab my mum, kill my girlfriend. It's insane. And these people are meant to be followers of the Dalai Lama who espouse this ideology of peace. And they're saying they want to kill me. It's quite crazy, man.
Yeah, if you believe in peace, you forgive people.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So how are you feeling about all this?
Oh, I find it pretty entertaining, man.
Okay.
Like, I'm cool with it. Like, I'm just so astonished that these people are so willing to defend this man. And obviously it's hard for them. It's like cognitive dissonance. It's hard for them to realize what's going on, because this is a man, they've probably got a picture of him in their living room. They've looked up to him all their life. Their parents have looked up to him all their life. It's been indoctrinated into them. Bit of a cult mentality. And when the whole world's media is now saying what this guy has done is wrong, and this guy's done a pedophilic act, I can imagine them getting super annoyed, right?
Yeah.
So I can understand them being upset, but surely, as human beings, we've got to be able to take a step back and be like, okay, I do love this guy, I've followed this guy all my life, but let's look at this objectively. And unfortunately, these people, they can't.
Yeah.
And they see these images and they're going absolutely apeshit at me, man.
So you didn't take in anything back, or sometimes when I see a negative comment, I feel a little bit at least, because it doesn't matter at the end of the day, some person is saying, but it's up to you to take it or not. But sometimes I do. It kind of hurts a little bit, but it's normal. It's social media. You're out there so much.
Yeah.
People tend to say random shit.
Yeah.
So how is it for you to go through all this?
I feel fine, man, because I know it's a small minority in the world who actually are defending him, and the overwhelming majority of people who have commented, who have seen the work, they understand that it's just like satire, and they understand that what the Dalai Lama has done is wrong. The Dalai Lama himself has apologized. He's apologized, man.
Yeah.
He knows what he did was wrong, and it's kind of worrying. What else has he done behind closed doors? They're going as far, these Tibetan people are saying that I'm a Chinese spy. They're saying I'm being paid by the Chinese government. I find it hilarious, man. I love it, man. I love it. I love rolling with it. My profile picture now on Instagram is me as a Chinese spy. Like,
Yeah,
for me, it's just hilarious, man.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Yeah, I don't mind.
yeah, it's I don't know. It's so much stuff out there which you should not put yourself through, I think.
For me, it's not taxing.
Yeah,
It's just all of my message requests.
yeah,
Doesn't affect me.
yeah,
It's just online hate. Oh well. If you believe in what you do and
Yeah.
you believe that what you're doing is not evil or not bad, then keep going, man.
yeah. Is so much people. I mean, it's like social media before social media. You know, the people whoever got famous. It's the people in social media is doing the same. It's all the same people trying to influence, trying to get popularity, or it's yeah. It's I don't know where is all this world is going. I tend to worry sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you experimented with AI?
No, so when I did the solo episode last time, I wanted to. Our always goal is to free flow and see
Okay.
what happens.
Yeah.
It's same like right now, we didn't script or I didn't tell you what I'm gonna ask, or I didn't even know what I'm gonna ask. So I wanted to do last episode to see what AI gives me the questions,
Yeah.
but then I'm like, okay, why am I doing this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a person who likes to talk to people, and I just want to go in there and see where we started. What we do is the same thing, and I want to do the same thing as it. It doesn't matter if I'm doing solo. I'm gonna do what I am as a person. So I never did.
Yeah.
Never even signed up for AI. I asked,
ChatGPT, no.
yeah, I asked my friend, how to sign up for this.
Yeah.
Imagine that, I'm a software engineer. I know how to sign up, and I
Yeah.
asked my friend. But no, I haven't used such AI ever, and I don't think I'll use it anytime soon.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting, man.
because
think
I
it's
feel
very
like it's
beneficial.
going there. People are making songs, people are making videos, people are making that, people are making this using AI.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. AI is helping people to do all the things that they need to do. But I think sometimes you need to keep it the authentic, keep it human.
True. When we was in Thailand, traveling with my mates in February, we stayed in an Airbnb and the roof was leaking water. The hot tub wasn't working. We paid a lot of money. And I messaged the host and I was like, can we get some kind of refund? This is not cool. And they were like, I don't know, man. They're not very receptive. They were like, no, it's not fair. We're going to fix it. And I was like, this is bullshit. We've paid a lot of money. I opened AI, ChatGPT. I told them the problem. I said, we're staying in an Airbnb, leaky roof, hot tub not working. Write me a message to the host, which will guarantee that I will get some refund money. It wrote me a big message, copy, paste to the host. Host was like, yeah, okay, I understand. We got like £400 back.
So what does the message say?
The message was just a really well-written, articulate message that really touched on the points and explained that it had ruined our experience and, we've been really looking forward to this and everything. And basically, it's something that I could have done if I sat down and really thought about it. But I'm on holiday with my friends. Why do I want to do that? Spend an hour writing a huge message. ChatGPT does it. There we
You see,
go, man.
that is really helpful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Super.
people use it for good purposes. Good.
Yeah.
Wrong purposes. No good.
True, man. All kinds of things as well. Writing scripts for films, planning documentaries. It can make you a huge plan. The problem is now, though, a lot of entry-level jobs for people who normally come out of university as graduates, they're being replaced by AI.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think in future all this like
Same as
all
you.
of these things will replace humanity. I think,
Replace humanity.
I mean, of course,
Terminator, yeah?
it's
Judgment Day. Is that
no,
what you
replace
think?
humanity means like in certain things, like robotics. Now, before the humans did handwork to build something,
What would you rather do though? Would you rather have to deal with a rude tuk-tuk driver or get driven in a robo tuk-tuk?
I would I would prefer to drive myself, but
But you know,
I'm going out of topic. But I would rather drive by myself. But I mean, all my friends have Teslas. I almost bought a Tesla. If I lived in US, I would have bought a Cybertruck. No,
yeah,
almost robotic. It does its own thing.
it drives itself, yeah?
Yeah, and I have a Mercedes. It drives itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing, right? So at the end of the day, how much you trust it, right?
Yeah.
The reason I went for Mercedes rather Tesla is because I can still drive my own. I can take control, and I still drives if I'm drunk or don't drunk and drive. Don't drunk and drive. But yeah, it's for some reason if I'm sleepy, it will take over,
Okay.
But I wouldn't put myself 100% through a machine.
No.
But I trust in some ways. Some ways, it's like what is good, what is bad. You think of it. So
True. I mean, we all use machines for various things now.
Yeah.
Photographers, filmmakers, back in the day, they'd have to develop photos in a dark room using film. You know, recording this podcast now, we're all using machines to a certain extent. They give us shortcuts. Otherwise, we'd have to have like crew in here.
Yeah.
So it's all just like kind of shortcuts and shortcuts. And I see AI as another shortcut.
Yeah.
It's like you can edit photos on a laptop, but before you couldn't do that when you didn't have a, digital editing software.
It's a two sides of coin, right?
Yeah.
There's good and bad.
I'm always optimistically minded, but I'm very naive though. I choose to be like that, just to not be a doomer, man. It's two ways you can go.
Yeah. I mean, anything is, if you use it for good, it will be good. If you use it for bad, it will be very bad. So
yeah.
I mean, whoever person trying to use it, try to use it for good. Hopefully, everybody use it for good.
Yeah, make photos of the Dalai Lama in prison. So good, man.
Yeah.
So good. But for me as a creative man, the possibilities, like, I'm planning now to make like a little video about like aliens coming to Earth and invading Earth, and like Biden meeting them, and like Trump wanting to fight them and stuff. And me as a filmmaker, as a creator, having the ability to be able to make something like that without having to understand digital art, without having to hire actors, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You have a blank canvas and you can create anything you want.
Yeah.
So I love that, but obviously there is the bad side. Like the government can use AI to control us, maybe. It's a dark road, man. It's a dark road.
It's too much to dive into. There's a lot of stuff out there. I mean, it's what it is. I think at this that's the world we live in right now. I mean, we can't complain. We can't say we would say, well, I don't want to experience it myself. If the other person wants to experience it, good for them.
Yeah.
It is what it is for me. I mean, I'm scared of bringing kids into this world.
Yeah.
But I never know. We'll see.
Yeah, true. I mean, a lot of people say that, they don't want to bring kids into the world, and why? It's because, look, everything's terrible and stuff. But I think people have got to understand that we do live in the best time to be alive that has ever existed in the history of the earth. Go back 100 years ago, we're probably being drafted into fight in the World War One. If I'm British, even a lot of Indian people served in World War One. 16, 17-year-olds getting sent to the front line to die, facing machine guns in trenches, dying of like typhus and all these common diseases now that we have vaccines from. Imagine being hungover 300 years ago. You got no Netflix. You're sleeping on a cold slab of stone.
Yeah.
You're not comfortable. Like, life was hard, man, tending to the field every day. You can't follow your passion.
Yeah.
Now we're so lucky. It's like we've loaded a saved game at the best point possible to experience life. And we have this opportunity to experience life right now, which is so chill. So chill. And yeah, there are a lot of terrible things like the environment, like politics, but you've got to remember that you've got to be grateful for being alive now.
But there is certain other thing. There is so many soft people right now.
Soft people, in terms of
I
what?
don't wanna I don't wanna put too much out there, but there's so much soft people out there right now. And I don't know where it's going. There is no comedy anymore.
Comedy?
Really? Stand-up comedy is dying, no? Just because of that.
But you think people get offended too easily?
People are getting too offended right now. Everything taking offensive.
True, but I feel like it's a bit of a pendulum. So I feel like in the last few years, you know, people get cancelled. Everything was like getting really liberal and you couldn't say things. And then when the pendulum goes so far that way, now I feel like there's a push back and people have more of a desire for offensive stuff.
Yeah.
Comedians are starting to say more offensive stuff.
Yeah.
And it's always like a pendulum, and give it 10 years, we'll probably reach another point where people are getting cancelled and it'll go back again.
Yeah.
To and fro, man. That's what I think. Yeah.
I think it needs to be balanced.
Yeah.
I would love a balance on certain things. You should not say certain things. You can say certain things. It's not too offensive, and you should be able to get it and move on with your life. At the end of the day, it's not hurting you physically. As long as as long as it's not hurting you physically, you're okay. You're living your life. Nobody's bothering you. And yeah.
That seems what Elon Musk's ideology with Twitter is, right? He wants to give people freedom of speech to say these things. And if somebody is being racist or somebody is saying something homophobic, it gives people the chance to call them out.
Yeah.
It gives people the chance to argue back or something rather than not allowing them to say it. Maybe we should give people the opportunity to say things. Yeah. But that's a huge contrast to like China or Russia, where freedom of speech is, you know, not freely available.
Yeah. So being said that, and I think we're almost the end.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to tell people that you believe in, like giving them advice or something?
I don't know if I'm the right person to be giving people advice, man. I just make memes. But nah, I think, I think we've talked about a lot of stuff, man. We got pretty deep there with everything. So I don't really have anything else to add, man.
I like the way you said it, because our motto is not to give advice to anybody. And it's always stays the same, because I'm a human. I make mistakes. I do some good things. I may not do some good things, and I'm not the person to give you advice.
Yeah.
And if you take something out of it, good for you, you know. Take a smile. That's all I care. Where everybody's human, nobody's perfect. Nobody's here a god to give somebody advice, I feel like. And I like your answer, the way you said it, you know. Yeah. And a lot of people are trying to give advices. I mean,
life coaches, especially.
Yeah, bro. Don't get me started on that.
Well, I think we should, man.
Maybe on the part 2. And thank you for being on it. And we'll hopefully see you soon. And I appreciate what you're doing, making content, making people laugh. I think that is the entertainment all people should need, because in life so much things happening. I mean, you're stressing out for no reasons, and all it can is like a smile can help you, like medicine, you know.
Yeah.
So appreciate what you're doing, and thank you for being here. And we guys see you next week. Please subscribe. If you guys want me to talk about anything, please let me know. See you next week.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Booyakashi.